Hey, you guys, this is Dee Edwards. I am your favorite senior tax professional of Accurate Tax Services. We're super excited about our open day celebration. That's right. Our doors open everywhere, January the 8th. It doesn't matter where you live. If you would like for someone on Accurate Tax Services team to service you, we have a solution for you. That's right. We have a solution for you. And I am super stoked to see all of our returning clients, and I'm super excited to see new clients as well. So we are here to service you. But before I continue on, I definitely would like to invite you to go ahead and book your appointment with us. Go to www.bookaccuratenow.com. All right, so that's bookaccuratenow.com. So listen, I wanted to give you guys 2 pointers that you should know regardless of what tax office you decide to use for this upcoming season. So there are 2 things that you really need to know. The first thing is regarding healthcare. If you had healthcare through the Obama plan or through healthcare.gov, if you had healthcare, it doesn't matter if you had it for 1 month or if you had it for 6 months, you had it for the entire year. Your tax return cannot be processed until you receive Form 1095A. That's right, Form 1095A. We need to, good morning, Nicole. All right, I sure will. We need Form 1095A, and that's everywhere. Because what will happen is if your tax return is sent off, the IRS will actually hold your refund until they get that form. So you need to have Form 1095A. The second thing that I would like to tell you is that if you get an identity theft PIN number in the mail, you have to have that PIN number in order for your tax return to be sent off. Even if we were to send it off without it, your return will come back rejected. Therefore, the IRS will not accept your return until we have that PIN number, okay? And so the tips that I give to you guys, because I love you so much, they don't just apply to Accurate Tax Services. They apply to any tax office, whether you use H&R Block, Liberty Tax, come to us. These principles and what I'm sharing with you, it applies to every tax office. The third thing is that no tax office can send your return to the IRS with a paycheck stub. Okay, so if you are working with anybody who said that I am going to send your taxes off and all you have is your paycheck stub, you are definitely going to the wrong tax professional. And that's why you need to see the tax professionals of Accurate Tax Services. We cannot send them off. Now, what we can do is go ahead and start inputting your information into the system. We can go ahead and offer you incentives, but we cannot send them to the IRS until we receive your W-2. And I know that a lot of taxpayers say, well, why is that so? Oftentimes, when you look at your paycheck stub, and when you look at your actual W-2, they're totally different. Like the numbers will be different. And so we are responsible as tax preparers for filing an accurate tax return. Therefore, we have to input accurate information, and we can't do so unless we have your W-2. Now, Sonia Atkins asks, what is a PIN number? A PIN number is given to individuals who have had issues with identity theft before, okay? So if you have had issues with identity theft, the IRS will send you a 5-digit PIN number in the mail. Normally, they send it around December, early January, and this is the PIN number that you will provide to your tax preparer, okay? All right. So I hope that answered your question, Sonia. Hello. And thank you so much. These were made by Nikki Houston. So you can order your pair. Okay. So those are the 3 most important things that you guys need to remember is that we have to have Form 1095A. We need to help you to understand that if you have a PIN number, then you need to bring that to your tax preparer. And also we cannot submit your tax return unless we have Form 1095A, which comes from healthcare.gov. Now, what you can do if you have If you have access, you can visit www.healthcare.gov and you can sign in using your username and password and retrieve your end of the year statement from them. Or you can come into the office and we will do it for you. Now, if you are self-employed, if you are a household worker and you do not have a W-2, guess what? You can go ahead and come to visit the tax professionals of Accurate Tax Services. That's right. So self-employed, household workers, we're here. We're waiting for you. All right. Well, this is Dee Edwards of Accurate Tax Services. And one more final tip. Everybody, all employers have until January 31st to send out your tax forms. So if you have, let's say if you worked at several places, and you have multiple W-2s, they have until January 31st to send those out to you. It must be post-dated by that time. So you may not actually receive it until the first week of February, but that's okay. Now, let me tell you this. If you guys are working with a tax preparer and they tell you not to file all of your income, listen, that is a red flag for you. Yes, we're all about you getting the max. We want you to get the max. And the best way for us to do that is to have all of your information so that your return will not be red flag. So if you have people who are saying, go ahead and file your taxes and don't wait on your W-2, you are definitely going to the wrong tax preparer. We want all of your information so that we can provide you and the IRS with an accurate tax return. Here's the thing. If you decide to file your tax return without all of your W-2s, the IRS will come on the back end, and it may be a year or two later, add that income to your tax return, and you may end up owing depending on how much it is. But as a tax professional, we do what you guys tell us to do. So I just want you to know that in order to have an accurate tax return and to do it the right way, you definitely need all of your income. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We look forward to servicing you this year. Go to www.bookaccuratenow.com so that you can meet with the tax professionals of Accurate Tax, because we work for you and not the IRS. Have an amazing day. Toodles.